Once it's saved, we have to do the blank generator operation. That is, click on the icon and select the face. Then we have to create a blank layout. This initialization of project blank generator and blank layout has been discussed in my previous videos, so I'm not going to discuss much on it. Next is designing a scrap. So you have to click on this icon, enter the details, then we'll design the strip layout, and finally do the force calculations. So first, blank generator, click on this body and select the face and click OK. Go to blank layout. Now we have to maximize the material utilization. Let's try do some R&D. What happens if it's reduced to 36? And let's see the minimum space size. We have 3 mm, that is over designing, so I can still reduce it to 35 and see 2. So we need somewhere minimum space of 1.25 to 1.5. So let's keep 34.25 and see. Yeah, 46 means we'll be having a gap of 3.2672. That is sufficient to implement a side cutter, so I'm happy with that also. So click OK. Now click on scrap design, click on create. Now you have in this window we can create a scrap of piloting nature or piercing nature, and each color has been uh, given to each of operations. Its color indicator will make our life easy. uh, cyan is assigned to piercing, magenta is assigned to piloting, green is assigned to overlap and overcut, and yellow for trimming and red for hold. So we need to create the profile of the punch or select it from these edges. For creating the side cutter we need to do a sketching, so that click on closed curves and click on the sketch section. You can create all these scraps in specific stations. You can take n number of stations, but I have planned for only 4. I'll be placing the side cutter in first station as shown in the slides, and I'll be keeping it as piercing because it's a piercing operation. Click select this icon. Since we already selected the plane during blank generator, we need not select any plane now. Just keep the plane method as inferred and click OK. Now you need to offset 2 mm will do. 2 mm clearance between side cutter and the edge of the strip, edge of the blank will do. Click OK. Now you need to draw the entire profile. I'll do some constraint. I'll constrain this line with respect to this line. Close. I need to do a further make corners. This length of this side cutter should be equivalent to that of pitch. Then only it can control the pro I mean strip movement. You can restrict the strip movement which is equivalent to the pitch. You might be wondering why I'm designing an undercut like this. This profile varies from companies to company, but this is one of the commonly used profile. If we don't keep this undercut and it's just a rectangular shape, in a period of time this corner will get worn out and a strip, I mean a thorn like shape will be protruding out, and that will obstruct the movement of the strip. So we just need something like 1.5 mm deep, 1.5, and a 45-degree here. You can mirror this profile. So I need to create a center line. For that, this function becomes more handy. I'll convert this to a center line. Now I'll do the mirroring operation. Click OK. Make the corners. Click OK. So we just created a side cutter profile on one side. We need to create it on the second side. I'll do a simple mirroring operation. Defining the center line. Then do a mirror curve. Select the center line and the profile gets mirrored. Click OK. Then finish sketch. Make sure you are keeping on piercing and click OK. File save, save all. It's always a good practice to do a save all in after each operation, so that if anything happens the data don't get erased. Again, go back to scrap. For selecting all this profile inside, we can click on hold boundary, and we need to put all those operations in second station, and in hold boundary it always select the piercing and click apply. We don't need to select anything because everything is predefined. Now we need to see this red color as indicated defines the whole operation. Now we need to create a blanking operation. I'm going to this icon, close curves, and instead of sketching it out I can select the edges, and I'm doing a blanking operation on the fourth station. Change it to piercing, rotate it and keep the view which is very comfortable, and then keep the selection as tangent curves. Click on the edge, the entire sketch is selected, and click apply. Now we have a station 3 as idle station, but since the station 2 is little bit crowded, I want to move this to scrap to station number 3. For that, click on edit, and you can see this change station icon. Click on scrap. It's very difficult to differentiate between the blank and piercing, so do select it from the list. It was a wrong selection. Cancel. edit. We have to select one more. Okay, now we will change the station number to 3 and click apply. And that's it. Your scrap designing is done. Click on file, save all.